another one, yeah. Examples run, yeah. Oh, he's another one. He's another one, yeah.
What is, boxing fans? What's good, everyone round the world? You've tuned into a neutral show, this watch along for the Edgar Berlanga, Padraig Mccrory fight. My co-host has not made it tonight, so I'll be doing this watch along on my own. So I'll be commentating. We'll give some good background information into the fight as we go along. Now, at this moment in time, the Cruz fight is still going on. It's round 8 of 10, but he's won every round. He's showing off a bit, showboating now, and he's just picking this boy off with ease. So the main event will start in around, I would say, around 4:15. We'll get the ring walk, but that gives us a bit of time to do some intros. So I want to obviously thank iHub Boxing for having me on their channel. It's a promotion for me. Thank you everybody that's involved. I've got a new show coming with iHub Boxing very, very soon to be announced, and that's all thanks to our sponsors, D-Rock Clothing. Take a look at the catalogue. It's in the iHub Boxing website, and enjoy a 40% discount, which you'll not get anywhere else. That's iHub Boxing 24. Make sure you enter that. Please like and subscribe to iHub Boxing and to D-Rock, the YouTube channels. And yes, let's get going. As I said, it's round 9 now. There's a minute left in this round. But once again, Andy Cruz I think he's just enjoying the 10 rounds in his third fight. He had a quick knockout in his last fight, so this would make sense. Get some rounds in. I mean, the guy Sam Aripa is, if anything, he's been durable. I'll give him that. He's taken some very, very wicked shots. His face is he's very marked up right now. And, Andy Cruz looks like he's hardly broke a sweat. So going in with 30 seconds left, Cruz picking him off. And I'm surprised the referee's letting this go on. He's getting punished, although he's trying to throw meaningful punches back, ladies and gentlemen. It's just not working. There he goes again, throwing a wild right, but Cruz just blocks, moves to the right himself, and again with his style, he's got that left hand right up close to his head, and the other guy, he's doing a bit of a runner, then trying to come in with a sneaky punch. Cruz is far too clever for that. And again, the end of the round comes. Cruz finishes strongly. I've got him 9 rounds up. It's been that easy for him. So expect a very wide scorecard, indeed. Just while we're in between rounds there, big up to all the iHub Boxing team. So I've got some friends watching along. Big up to all yous watching along. Leave your comments. Ask your questions. I'll be here. I'll answer them. Let's get going. So, oh my God, my producer might have to put the questions up as soon as they come, because I can't actually get into the comments section, which is pretty weird. But never mind. Cruz prepares to come up for his final round. It's a foregone conclusion. Just as the co-main event for this tonight's Boxing on DAZN. If you're not able to watch it, that's why I'm here, and that's why you can listen in to the best watch-along host that YouTube can supply, and I'm here. So going into round 10, again, Cruz, his form is impeccable. He picks his shots. He doesn't waste nothing. And his range finding is impeccable. I would love, is everyone's DAZN working? Well, mine is, sir. I hope you get your transmission back soon, because you don't want to be missing anything within the next hour. Or yes, I would say an hour or so. So, again, Cruz dancing with this boy. Um, in hindsight, Zamaripa's got, no business in that ring, but Andy wants that 10. You can tell he wants a good run out, get some longevity in his 10 round career, um, which he started amazingly at 10 rounds, which is brilliant. So for him, this is easy work, and he's getting a very good run out. And it's been a good fight. For the purists out there, along with myself, you'll understand that this is a masterclass, absolute masterclass. And yes, cruising, absolutely cruising. Zamaripla, he's backing up. He's gone to southpaw. Well, he hasn't gone to southpaw. He's been fighting southpaw, but he's been trying to switch desperately. He's just run out of ideas. He's running on bravery. I've got to commend him for that. And yeah, let's get this finished with and on to the main event. Excuse me a sec, bro. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Get your comments in, get your questions going as we go through the fight. He's coming back with a bit of a flurry, Zamara. That his game is hell. I love it from that boxing point of view. But the skill factor that Andy Cruz brings to the table is beyond measure at this moment, and he has not shown his full arsenal of weaponry, and that's what I'm looking for a boxer. How many weapons do they use during the fight? That brings me on to Berlanga as the last 20 seconds comes in. Cruz will finish this and close the show. Close this fight off. An easy winner, and on to his next fight, which I believe is a title fight, which is good for him. So, a very talented fighter, iBoxingHub. Thank you. Yes, he's. Do you know what I seen a tweet earlier there before as that fight finishes. I seen a tweet earlier there before from one of the guys I follow, and he said Ennis versus Cruz would be a fantastic fight. Two very similar styles, and a very good observation from that guy. So yeah, I can see that fight coming off in the future. So cruising to victory. We've got, I would say now, a good 20-25 minutes to what, obviously the ring walks. Let's get going. Now, let's look at the two boxers involved tonight for the watch along. And it's Edgar Berlanga. He is fighting once again out of Nevada, and where he's had some good victories so far. He's mainly fought on the East Coast during his career, but with a couple of times in Mexico. But he was a knockout merchant. Held 16 first-round knockouts for 16 fights. That's tremendous. Equaling a record. Can't quite remember the guy's name, but he was a Swedish guy from back in the day. 16 first-round knockouts. That's incredible. But when he come up against a very talented, good fighter in Desmond Nicholson, I was like saying, that was a step too far to ask him to knock him out in round one. Who's next for the winner, neutral? Are you talking about this Cruz fight, or Berlanga, or Mccrory? Let me know there. I'll answer that. But where were we? Yes, Berlanga. Scary knockout merchant for his first 16 fights. Got a lot of people talking. Obviously equaled that record, I was just saying there before. Desmond Nicholson ended that run. So, in his last 4-5 fights, it's been unanimous decisions, including Steve Rolls, including Caceres, and Oh God, what was the last guy's name? Just a second there, just a second. Edgar Berlanga. Quigley, yes, Jason Quigley. Um, you know, Alexis Angulo as well. All been over 10 rounds, so he's made a jump from 16 first round knockouts to an 8 rounder with Desmond Nicholson, which he won by unanimous decision, and then 3 further 10 rounds unanimous decision and a 12 rounder with Jason Quigley. Whereas Padraig is completely the other way around. He's 35 years old against obviously Berlanga's young age. So his record will read slightly different, where Padraig has actually fought many guys from around the world. Uh, but what worries me about Padraig is his jumps from super middleweight to light heavyweight, where he won an IBO light heavyweight title against Leon Byrne from Germany. I don't know if you remember that fight. His most recent fight was in August last year against Steve Woodall from England, and it's a different one. But again, he was on a good run of knockouts until he fought Dmitry Fedas, the Ukrainian, tough Ukrainian. And since then, Diego Ramirez on points, and then Steve Woodall on unanimous decision as well. So both of them have lost that knockout streak. And tonight, don't be surprised if it goes 12 rounds. Don't be surprised if it goes, no knockouts. Because this is to test the two of them at the highest level. So it's the biggest fight for both of these guys, and it's going to be a cracker. Padraig will not back off. That is 100%. He will not back off. He will take centre of the ring and he'll trade with Berlanga. But my only problem with him doing that with Berlanga is Berlanga's a counter puncher. I'm afraid of him picking off counter punches on Padraig that will mark his face up, because he does swell easy. I've seen a couple of fights of him where he's cut nose, he bleeds from the nose. So if Berlanga gets that, let's say, taste for the blood, then I can see a problem for Padraig. But on boxing terms, he will keep the centre ring, and he will not allow Edgar to bully him. He'll rather trade and go down than that. I just hope he uses his head. Padraig is a very clever boxer for his age. I've watched his last 2 fights. He knows how to close the show. He does give you worrying times where you think he's under pressure, but his chin is absolutely rock solid, which he's proved in all his fights. So, let's not make no bounds about it. This is going to be a fantastic fight, and I'm so looking forward to it. I hope someone doesn't knock someone out early, because that'll just completely ruin my night. But let's just wait and see what happens. Now, drop your questions, guys. Now, I've seen iHub. Can you drop that other one that you said before? Yes, you were talking about Cruz. So, obviously, Cruz, he's going to be either one of two things. He's either going to be, hot coals. Nobody will want to tread them hot coals, or he will attract a big title fight. Now, you have to correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember the title if that was a title fight that Andy Cruz saw. I don't know if it was a Silver Continental or whatever. So let me know in the comments what that is that he fought for tonight, and then we can work out where he's going from there. Because, ladies and gentlemen, boxing's a pathway sport, and when you're good at predicting where boxers are going to go next, it becomes easier to see their path and who's doing what, who's doing the right promotion, and who doesn't want the fight. And that's what I'm good at picking up on the political side of things on Twitter. Take a hell of a lot of steak, but I love it. Over my skull, don't care. Neutral's here to stay. You want the hard talk? Come to see me. I do the hard talk interviews. I've got one coming up, an ESPN director of photography. Evans Tobler is going to be joining me. We're going to have a laugh. I'm going to get the likes of Dimitri Salita. We've spoken to him before on the Spaces. Love to get him on his new Super 6 series set of fights that he's doing. So best of luck to him, and I hope that's a great success. We've got so many things on Hard Talk that we are going to be doing, and also another program on iBoxing that I want to promote when it comes about. The secret is with me until then, but you guys, I shit you not, this program, when iBoxing releases it, it'll blow your minds. It's going to be a fantastic viewing. I'll leave that there for now because there's a lot of work to be done yet. So make sure you tune in for any of the updates that I'm going to be doing for you all guys. Again, my interviews they're going to be hardcore. There's going to be no holding back. There'll be no, sucky questions, all the rest of it. No, mate. I don't care who you are. You come on my show. You come to my Hard Talk interview, you're going to be going home a different person than when you arrived. So, on that said, the end of the adverts will be coming on, and we'll be seeing what's going to be happening with the impending ring walk. Neutral's Hard Talk is right, iBoxingHub. I can't wait to start it. It's, the creation has been a while now. And it's coming to fruition. So I hope you guys all join me. Like and subscribe onto this channel. You'll get all the updates of all my interviews. Will be bi-weekly, by the way. And I'll be joined by the iHub Boxing team. You'll be seeing Abbas and Sherry and hopefully the guy running behind the scenes tonight, Trey, my big man Trey there. Aisha, big up Aisha, big up to Ray, CBS, and all the guys in our team. Rico as well, and I hope he wakes up soon and joins me. Now, yes, big up everybody. Thank you there, Trey. Still can't see them comments. That's ridiculous. So next week, tune in. We've got Amanda Serrano is in Puerto Rico next week with Jake Paul. Probably the biggest ever event in Puerto Rico, boxing-wise. So that'll be a big thing. I'm sure the team will be doing a watch-along. And, let's do it. Let's get that along as well. Because this I Have Boxing channel, it's so sweet because you're going to get so many different, diverse views on our lovely sport that we love to call boxing, and we bring you the most varied and up to date viewpoints from around the world, and it's fantastic to be a part of. And I'm so blessed. Thank you, everybody that's helped me along this way. First year on Twitter was yesterday. That was my Twitter boxing first year. Thank you to all who's followed me on my personal journey. It will continue until the day I drop, because boxing is my life, and when I can pass on knowledge and good commentary to the good folks at home, that's my job done. And it's a passion. If you've got that passion, come through, put your comments in, give us a shout out. We'll give you a shout out. Enjoy the show. So, Eddie Hunt is just on live now with Chris Mannix. And probably doesn't look very good, but what we've got tonight, again, ladies and gentlemen, Padraig Mccrory, we've got Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga, if he wins, is in line for a shot at maybe Munguia. I think that would be a very good fight in the summer. And Eddie's got options with him. If Mccrory wins, Berlanga's career is going to go backwards because Padraig Mccrory, as good as he is not what you would consider a top five super middleweight. So this is a good marker for Berlanga. Wins convincing here and by knockout, he has put himself in the picture for a big fight. But after six, I think it's 18 wins. So he's got 9 by knockout, 9 by decision. So you're going to get one or the other with him. It depends on which Berlanga turns up. I've seen a few of his early work when he was hungry. And yeah, he was pretty scary, first round knockout merchant. But he seems to have lost that edge as the competition has gone up in levels. But the levels he's fought at is better than Padraig, in my opinion. So, you got Angulo, Stevie Rolls, Desmond Nicholson, and Jason Quigley. They're, what I would consider B-side fighters, where they go, but they're not C-class. Whereas if he went to it, is he ready for the world title shot? It depends on that. If the world title shot becomes available because Berlanga has won, but not convincingly, if he wins by knockout, and it's a convincing knockout against an unbeaten Padraig Mccrory, I don't think anybody's going to touch him. So if I'm Berlanga, if I want that big fight, really want it, and I want to sneak in the side door, I don't want to be going out there giving it all that, calling Canelo names and stuff. That ain't going to get Canelo. No. So could he get a Benavidez? Maybe, because Benavidez is not getting a shot in 2024. Not getting a shot. I've called that in all on my feeds, my Twitter feeds, my Facebook feeds, and I called it a long time ago because of the PBC situation. Whereas David Benavidez, his association with PBC is more on a proxy based, where with Lekovitz, he's moving up to 175, but I'm a bit miffed that he's getting a free shot at that. To be honest, I don't, I know the WBC were going to announce Benavidez as Canelo's mandatory at 168, and then they stopped, done a complete U-turn because Canelo said no. Canelo tells the WBC what to do. That's fact. He owns boxing, and that on the other side of the pond. That is an absolute fact, and the quicker people get to use that fact, you'll understand how that landscape works there. So the question begging, how did David Benavidez get that El Presidente? As Benavidez calls himself, the Mexican monster. How did he get that shot at 175 interim? I'll tell you why. Because Suleiman had to backtrack on giving David the 168 mandatory. As soon as Canelo said no, it's not happening. I'm not fighting him. Suleiman's like that. Oh, what do I do here? Great idea. I'm gonna make David the interim champion. An interim contender, eliminator. And what's crazy about this, ladies and gentlemen, if he beats, right, if David Benavidez beats him, right, he gets to go on as an eliminator or contender for the winner, Batubiev and Bivol. How's that for a compensation package? Absolutely wonderful. So all them, boxers at 175 must be thinking to themselves, what's going on here? What have I got to do to get a shot at things? Take Cody Crowley, for instance. Same thing. On the sidelines, 2 years been waiting for a shot. I don't believe he'll get that shot. I think that's going to get called off for something else, but that's another subject. As we look into the dressing room of Edgar Berlanga, he's got a very slick, very slow-moving style. So he'll do this. Whereas Mccrory straight in with the head, but he's a southpaw. But the thing with Mccrory is he leaves that left hand low, and for oh no, now, as I said in my tweets, he can switch easily from southpaw to orthodox at will. But I've seen most of his fights at southpaw, so it'll be interesting to see what he does with Berlanga's right hand. I can see him switching back to orthodox and palming off with his left hand for range. So watch out for that during the fight. Two different fighters, two different styles. Styles make fights. This is going to be good for one or the other. So, but what I will say for Padraig Mccrory is he has fought styles all around the world. He has fought boxers from four corners of the world. Edgar hasn't. Mexicans in USA. Where was Angulo from? I think it was the Argentinian or Chile. So he's mainly fought over the western side of the world, whereas Padraig's fought all styles. So it'll be interesting to see if Berlanga can actually cope with Padraig Mccrory being able to cope with him. That's my prediction. It's going to be a very close, tense, absolutely tense fight because there's going to be punches thrown. Very high output from Padraig, as opposed to a counter-punching Berlanga, which I think will make scoring difficult to read. And difficult to read in the sense that 1 minute you think somebody's winning the round, and then he'll take a combination from Berlanga. Say if Padraig, he's outboxing, but Berlanga's got that ability. If he lets a combo go and he's successful, he could then overtake the punch stats for that round. So David Diamante is now in the ring. He's about to announce the ring walk. The hackles on the back of my neck have just gone up, so that tells me that fight time is close. So as David Diamante announces, probably Padraig to come out first. I'm not sure who it is. The Irish are cheering, so that'll be him first, yeah. Decent support for Padraig there for the Belfast boy. So he's got some support over there, and he comes. Obviously, I can't listen into the music on the ring walk. You're going to have to tell me what it is. As for copyright reasons, we can't have any sound. Again, I want to go back to my sponsors just before we go. Big up D-Rock. And if you look in the catalog, get your 40% off. Get on there. I've got one coming myself. 40% off. So, enjoy. Look at that. There's Team Parker with D-Rock stuff on, high quality stuff, high quality. So make sure you you like and subscribe to D-Rock and to iHub Boxing. Take advantage of that promo code, iHub24, iHubBoxing24, and enjoy your shopping. As Mccrory now comes out, as the Irish are there in decent numbers. They're making themselves hard as they usually do. I have boxing. I have 24 for your discount code, as my producers put up there. So he's entered the ring. Now, as I was saying there before, Padraig has been moving up in the last 5 years, from super middle to light heavy, then back to super middle. His last 3 fights have been super middle. Um, but I think his best work was a light heavy. Where I think he looks a bit drained here. That's my personal opinion. I don't want to put you off, but um, Paddy looks a bit drained. So I'm gonna be looking very closely at his stamina levels during this fight, because Edgar, he's a predator. He's a prowler around that ring. But as I said before, Padraig will resist that. He will resist that. As now Edgar comes out, he has his daughter there by the looks of things, or a wee family member holding his belt. So it is for a title shot of some sort. Um, it was said to me, but I can't remember now. And he's got a singer with him. So very soon we'll be getting to the nitty gritty. You know, I can't wait. All this stuff, when you're waiting for the fight to start, you just want it out of the way. You just want that belt to go. But very soon, very soon. In the meantime, I'm going to plug my show again one more time, guys. Come through. Neutral's Hard Talk interviews coming soon. And whereas I'll be having guests from all around the world. And there'll be other Twitter accounts that I'll be inviting on, and to go through them with their beliefs about certain boxes, about the UK versus the US rivalry. We'll be covering all that. And I think we need to put an advisory on this one, guys, because you've got to be an adult and you've got to be over 18, because there could be language, especially from me. So, on that note, let's go. Are you ready? I'm ready. They're just needing a couple of minutes to get them in the ring. The crowd are going mad now. Look at that support for the Puerto Rican boy. Whoa, it's looking good. Well, Berlanga, easy, but he's not Puerto Rican. Someone to help me out here. Edgar Berlanga. All right, let's go. See, me and computers, no good. So, and who else is this? Oh no, he's gone right through from the back to the front now. He's just coming out now. My goodness. I thought he passed about 50,000 people on the way now. He's just come out now. And yes, now we're only a couple of minutes away. Um, I'm not going to bore you any further with useless information. But if you can, on Twitter, follow some good friends of mine. Rico Boxing. Um, yours truly, Trey, obviously, one of my good friends on Hyper Boxing. And my prediction for tonight, well, I'm neutral. I like to keep it neutral, but every now and then I'll drop a prediction. When I do, boy, does it create murder online. I love it. Keep it going. Right, prediction before David Diamante does his final thing. I think if Padraig gets tagged a few times too early, it's going to get stopped. If he keeps at range, fights from range, and goes from the inside when he's the advantages are there, then I can see Padraig having success. But at 35, it's whether he can turn it up for 12 rounds against this guy. This guy, Berlanga, his stamina is unquestionable. He'll still knock you out in the 12th round, but he hasn't got four. This is his first 12 rounder. So let's take that into consideration as well. So I'm going for a Berlanga late stoppage championship round due to a tiring Padraig. I hope not, I pray to God that Padraig comes through. He's my Celtic brother. And big up Ireland, big up the UK. Just seeing who the judges are. Oh my God, Steve Weisfeld's one of them. Well, I just hope he hasn't had that David Morrell school of judging, tutorship, because he's one of the worst in the world. But gladly he's not there tonight. Steve Weisfeld's a New York judge, so he's not tainted by Vegas. Let's say that. I think they're clearing the ring now. We're about to get ready. Oh, the adrenaline's coming. Let's go. Quick drink. Ah, clear the throat. And we're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Are you watching? Are you ready? The fight starts now as David Diamante screams out to the crowd. The lights are flashing. Oh, it's a well lit up arena. It's a smaller arena than what I was thinking. I thought it would be a big arena than that, but it looks like a crowd of what, 3,000 or 4,000, maybe more, a wee bit more, but it looks pretty small. But no doubt the atmosphere is going to be incredible. As I say, I can't actually listen to it, so I can only go from visuals that, from what I can see, it looks like everybody's getting hyped up. Team Mccrory there, all looking, they're doing a jig. Let's do it. That's it. Standing across there. Good luck, son. God-fearing man. That's what I like to see. And yes, he sees Padraig looks up for this. Go Daddy, it says on the Irish flag. So obviously family members are there in support in Vegas. 8 hours behind us. And yeah, big up the family for all going over and supporting the man. So as we look at Edgar Berlanga, his record, 21-0, 16 knockouts. Last 5 fights, as I was saying there before, have all gone the distance. And I expect this to go the distance as well, because I was saying there before that as Berlanga's gone up in levels, especially his last 4 fights, he's struggled to get that knockout. So I would say I would suggest the same thing's going to happen here. But I think on this occasion, Berlanga, he's been getting slightly better each time he's stepped in the ring. Even from his 16 first wins, because at the end of the day, I don't care what anybody says. The average boxer, right? First 16, first 20, bums. They're the hardcore would call bums, or the casual. Sorry, not the hardcore. The hardcore call them competitors, but for you casuals out there, and I love you all, it's bums. So, having said that, they're coming to the middle now. Teams are around them. The Puerto Rican flags are flying. Some beautiful ladies in the crowd as well. Big up them. And let's get going. Referee's giving them instructions. They're touching gloves, ladies and gentlemen. I'm neutral. You're about to see your first watch along under the banner of iHub Boxing. And long may they reign as the kings of YouTube watch-alongs and shows, programming to come. We're going to be 7 days a week, ladies and gentlemen, on iHub Boxing. And big up all my fellow presenters and hosts for their upcoming shows. As the bell goes in round 1, and as I predicted, Padraig is taking centre ring. And Edgar, hands up very high. He's backing off, and it's obvious he's taking a counter punch roll as Paddy gets the first shot in the left cheek, which just brushed the side of his cheek there. Berlanga give him another left hook thrown, forcing Berlanga get the rope, but he's dodged that one. He's moving very fluently, Berlanga, but again comes in and nothing, backs off again. A very lazy left thrown from Paddy, obviously conserving his energy in this first round. Comes in with a shot left to the body, but again, Berlanga, he sees it coming and he's backed off. Hands up high, both of them stalking each other. But Berlanga just taking a couple of steps back as Paddy hits with the left and gets with the left jab. So at the moment, Berlanga has not thrown nothing meaningful and hasn't connected with anything. So with a minute gone and 15 seconds, Paddy is up on the score, but maybe a few punches. So the analysis will be interesting for this fight going from all the uh, commentators at the zone. I'll bet you any money they'll differ from mine, but we'll see as we go along. We'll score the rounds as we go along, and also so as again, Paddy is taking centre ring. Berlanga very wary now as he tries to creep forward. He's got that high guard like Haney has. When he creeps forward, one step at a time, but then backs off as Paddy holds the right up. He's as I said, he can switch very easy from southpaw to orthodox. He's orthodox at the moment. It's that big right hand that Berlanga lets go. That's the first time he's let it go, but he just missed. In actual fact, it went over his shoulder, and Paddy picks him up, from under his neck. So Berlanga throws his first meaningful effort, but it did not connect. Padraig seen it coming and, dodged that quite easily. So they're feeling each other out once again in the centre of the ring. It's very slow boxing. There's not a lot of movement. So they're just feeling each other out in the centre. Tip for tat, powder puff punches at the moment. Let's hope that this Paddy comes in with a left with a right combo. But Berlanga once again sees it coming, backs off, and is showing that his defence is very agile. So Paddy will have to pick his punches very carefully. So after round one, in boxing terms, very uneventful. Only a few punches thrown, but what was thrown, I think only 2, 3, or 4 landed by Paddy, which I give him that round. So that's for neutral score after one round is to Paddy. As Berlanga only threw a couple of meaningful shots, but he didn't connect. So he scored nothing that round. But, judging is judged differently all around the world, especially from America to anywhere else. The UK has been accused of bad judging in the past, which, if you're a Jack Carroll fan, you'll remember that well. Sorry, not. Let's hope he, the Scottish invasion of Leeds, April the 20th, I think, whatever it is. Jack Carroll is going to think about not calling Josh Taylor's name out again. Right, round two started. Berlanga. He seems a bit more. Yes, he's a bit more sure of himself now coming into this round. As he adapts, he's now bouncing on his left foot. But again, Paddy, he's got that long, rangy arms, and that is a problem for Berlanga at the minute. So it's still very tough. That's a good left jab from Berlanga. That landed well, but again, Padraig, another left hook from Berlanga. Berlanga now getting within range of Paddy, but Paddy, he still gives Berlanga that air of, I better not, show too much. So as I was predicting there before, the counter punch in Berlanga, although he's not wasting nothing, he's not scoring nothing at the minute. But of what's happened so far, if he picks off Paddy will mark up. That's the only thing I'm worried about with Paddy. And that could lead to further problems later on in the fight. But we're in round two. Paddy's now forcing Berlanga back towards the ropes. Berlanga's trying to come off that left lead foot. And do you know what? They're just throwing air punches to each other. Berlanga with another overhand right. Got messy, holding each other. Mccrory then throws a left, looked like over the top, landing on the back of the head. But they're in the clinch now. which suits Mccrory. He loves fighting on the inside. So the longer they get in the clinches, the more that's going to suit Mccrory scoring wise, because he'll come off. Oh, that was a good. Oh, he's rocked Berlanga with a left hook, but Berlanga's back on his. He's back on his stance. But he took a wee step back there, Berlanga, from that left hook for Paddy. That was a reminder to Berlanga. This is not going to be easy, and Paddy's showing great composure here. Great, and his experience, his age is coming through. He knows, take his time, take your time. But he knows the youth of Berlanga will still be there at round 12 if he hasn't knocked him out. So again, let's go back. A lovely jab there from Berlanga, as he's now trying to find range. But Paddy has now got, he's switched now to orthodox from a southpaw stance. That left hand is low. It's low for me. It's too low. As he comes in, tries to get Berlanga on the body. As that's the end of round 2. I'm going to give that round to Berlanga based purely on the effectiveness of his punching. Paddy threw a couple of good punches, but not in the same. They didn't have the same impact as what Berlanga's did. So I'm going to be fair there and give that to Berlanga. That's 1-1. That's right, by about 1-1 according to a neutral scorecard so far. So as the break comes in for the third round, as predicted, it's going to plan from what I would have thought Mccrory was going to pull off. Berlanga's predictable. He's not changed in the last 5 fights. He's not changed his style. He's relying on that counter. Paddy's got the more ability to adjust during the fight, so that'll be an interesting aspect as we rewatch that left hook that connected on Berlanga. I don't know what the commentary teams on the television are saying, but they would have picked up on that. Right, as we enter round 3, Mccrory takes centre stage, southpaw stance. He's throwing jabs to the body. Berlanga's keeping his initial guard up high, but he's dropping his elbow in response to them body shots. He tries to throw the odd punch back, but again, Mccrory is stalking him. He's trying to inch him back towards he's got him on the ropes. But again, as he comes in, the clinch work for Berlanga is prevalent. Let's go. Referee stops it. They've separated now. Berlanga comes in with a left jab with an overhand right, but he stopped that overhand right in mid-flight. He knew it wasn't going to connect. He's just sounding out punches. They're jabbing each other now, from range, trying to get a good right there, coming in as a single. Oh, he's just hit him with an elbow. Mccrory's just been hit with an elbow by Berlanga. Referee's having a word with Mccrory. What's he going to do? Berlanga or not? They're just fighting again. So they resume back in the centre. Both orthodox stance right now as the feeling jabs are coming. Lovely right hand. Berlanga. The crowd reacted to that. He's got that single right hand going, and I did wonder for Paddy. Watch that right hand. That right hand of Berlanga can hurt you. And if he keeps picking him off with the jab and the right hand, he's going to mark him up. I don't want that to happen. I want Mccrory to box clever and to know when to back off. But he's too brave for his own good sometimes, Paddy. I just want him to calm down, take his time. Shot selection. He has got the arsenal, the weaponry that I was explaining to you guys before. That he can take to any fight he wishes. But I just hope he uses the full arsenal. But Berlanga now showing in round 3, starting to show some strength. He's forcing Paddy in the clinches, and I think if he does that, he's got that tactic of trying to tire Paddy out, which is effective. He's done it before, certainly against Quigley, and he knocked him down 4 times as well. So it depends on how confident he's coming into this. But again, now Berlanga is starting to take centre ring. He's trying to force back Mccrory, the clinching. I a left off the clinch there from Berlanga, a low blow there from Berlanga as Paddy comes back with his own body shot. Again, two of them high guard, centre ring. And at the end of round 3, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to be honest, I've got to give that to Berlanga. That's 2-1 Berlanga on neutral scorecard. He just was the busier in that round. The judges would have picked up on that and a few good shots to boot. So he, and for Paddy to get anything on Vegas ground, I think he needs to start to dominate from round 4 onwards. But as we look back on that, there's that elbow. Oh, it was a wee, as he's bringing his a wee jud there, which caught Paddy on the cheek. Another look, that was that low blow we were talking about. But I don't know, Paddy looks all right. He looks all right. Doesn't look tired yet, which is a good thing. As the corner working on his, trying to keep his eyes nice and slick from the Vaseline, because he doesn't want to be taking many facial shots to those eyes and that nose. And here we go again. Right, round 4. And Paddy's coming forward, taking centre ring. Left the jab out. Berlanga comes back with his own jab. So they're livening up now. They're starting to get on their toes, the two of them. As Paddy tries to force him back, left hooks by 2 of them. They both connect at the same time. Again, feeling each other out. It's not a lot happening. They're just feeling each other out. As Paddy tries to come forward, Berlanga hits with another right. Again, clenching. Oh, come off the clinch and both throw a punch, both can. Now Paddy's got him on the ropes. Berlanga, again, he's got the clinch and forces them off the ropes. Referee separates them. Berlanga now trying to take the advantage, trying to press the matters here to Mccrory. He knows that this tactic will win rounds for him because Mccrory needs to show the 4 areas in which to win a round: ring generalship, aggression, defense, and effective punching. And at the minute, Berlanga is satisfying all the criteria. So Paddy is up against it. He needs to find something. He needs to conserve power. He doesn't need to. Padraig, is your cousin there? Jackson. Oh, that's good. I hope he wins, mate. But I've got to be real. This is turning into a tough fight for him. He's a tough cookie, Berlanga, and he looks fresh still. He's going into the 4th round. He's forcing Paddy back. He's just connected there with a left hook. Paddy is now backing up against the ropes. He doesn't want to be inviting Berlanga in like that as he throws a right Berlanga. But again, Paddy was just too cute, too smart for it, and he went over the top. But I don't like the way Paddy's been forced back now. Berlanga is now forcing the... Oh, what a beautiful right shot by Berlanga. And that's another left jab. Paddy's now taking some shots as Berlanga forces him back. Paddy's gone into a southpaw style now. I don't know if that was no, he's back to orthodox. But he's switching around. It's like he's running out of ideas. Another right hand comes there from Berlanga. As he's now forcing this issue. The judges will be impressed with this. And they will score this easily for Berlanga. He's stalking him. Oh, right, left. Right at the end of the round there. Berlanga hits him with another left, right. Tough times for Paddy here. He needs to find something now. It's mid rounds. He's starting to mark up. He's very red around the face. He's got a mark around the eye. And I was afraid this would happen. I just hope he can pull something out. But Berlanga is in control. I've got him 3 rounds to 1 up as Berlanga's left hook rocked Paddy the same way that Paddy rocked Berlanga in that previous round. So Yeah, 3-1 up to Berlanga now, and he looks very confident, Berlanga. In fact, that was a good punch for both of them that round, but I did give it to Berlanga. As they come out, round 5, ding ding. Oh, yes, Berlanga goes into an overhand right. Paddy makes him stumble with the left, and it's Paddy who's now at centre ring. He had a very good connection there. Berlanga trying to come back to make it look as if he wasn't bothered. Big right by Paddy there, missed, followed by the left. Berlanga saw it coming. As Berlanga now comes forward, he's trying to press Paddy back again into that corner where he wants to unload on Paddy. But Paddy's seen it and moved back and out and swung round. As he moves to his left, Paddy, he's inviting that left jab Berlanga. Berlanga comes with a left uppercut, misses. A good right by Paddy, followed by a left, but it just bounced off Berlanga. Now Paddy dropping them hands. He's dropping the hands because he's trying to conserve energy to come up and unload. That's a sure sign of tiredness. It's round 5. He's coming in the middle of it now. Oh my goodness, he went to throw a punch. He stumbled a wee bit, and he was lucky Berlanga didn't come in with a big right to meet him as he was stumbling. That would have been all over. Yeah, Berlanga, he's young, 26, he's stalked, he's hungry. Look at that, that's that. He comes in, he dodges, and then comes back with a right to the body on Mccrory. This is good work from Berlanga. I've got to say, ladies and gentlemen, it's very good work. Padraig Mccrory's he's no mug, and Berlanga is punishing body shot, but Mccrory claims it was a low blow. The referee's given a timeout. Oh, he's calling him. All right, okay. Referee's trying to calm Paddy down, but he's obviously indicating that was a very low blow. So back to it. Paddy comes left hook, hits Berlanga on the elbow. Oh, a good right from Paddy as Berlanga was about to throw something. Berlanga trying to throw jabs to find his range, comes in with a body shot and then a right, but Paddy just fends that off. A left by Paddy, but again missed. A left right by Berlanga, and it landed, followed by another left. As Berlanga now steps forward, but Berlanga's got a mark on his right eye. Maybe that last left connected with Paddy's hit home, and he's marked him. Let me make sure. Blood coming from the nose of Paddy now. His nose is looking swelled. Ah, dear. I knew this would happen. Berlanga, he's seen the sight of blood. He's keen to finish off now. It's round 6. He's keen to, and Paddy now complaining to the referee. That's not a good sign. That's the end of that round. And he is arguing with the referee now, Paddy, which is not a good sign. He shows he's frustrated. Oh, dear. So I've got that 5-1 now at the end of that round. That was at the 5th of the 6th. Can't remember myself. The excitement has got to me. The adrenaline's flowing. Oh, sorry, it's now round 6. So he's 4-1 up. He's 4-1 up. And starting to create a distance between him and Paddy in the scoring. The referee's going over to the Mccrory corner. As I say, I'm not very good at lip reading either. So, don't know what was going on. Oh, that was a definite low blow. Definite low blow by Berlanga. It was so low, it made Daniel Dubois' punch look like a chest shot. Right, so we're still into the, and here we go. Round 6. Berlanga, straight up, looks determined, solid in his stance, left foot forward, throwing out jabs, and it's definitely, he's cut. Berlanga has got a wee cut under his right eye. So success has been there for Mccrory, and he needs more. He needs a lot more. He needs to close the gap to 4-4 and then go into the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th round and show his own champion status, because this boy, he's 35 years of age. It's his last chance to learn. He's got to do something. As Berlanga comes forward now, they're both marked. They're both cut each other. So they've both got the power. It's just who's wanting it more now. As Padraig keeps his high guard on his right, his left is a bit low. It's inviting that overhand right, and once again, Berlanga he squares up and shows it, but Poddy seen it coming, dodged to his right, and went over his shoulder. A big right hand swing, uppercut there, didn't get a jab by Berlanga, jab again. Berlanga, see, they're scoring jabs, and the judges love them jabs, especially if they're opening up marks on the faces. Oh, a lovely left and right as by Berlanga as Paddy tried to come forward with that left right himself, but Berlanga was there quicker. And now Paddy trying to get Berlanga on the ropes, but he comes back, and Berlanga, big right, another big right. And he's caught Paddy there as Paddy comes back with two left jabs. What a fight. Oh, another massive round there. Massive right hand there from Berlanga. And he's now got Paddy on the ropes. The right hands are coming in thick and strong. A left, a right. The referee's looking, but Paddy's trying to throw one back. And Paddy throws back a combination. Berlanga now punishing Mccrory on the Mccrory stumbles. It won't be long now, ladies and gentlemen. I can see a stoppage coming now. The referee's taking a very good look as Padraig comes back once again. The heart on this man is unreal, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where he's finding this heart, but they're punishing punches coming in from Berlanga. I'm losing my voice, but bear with me. Oh, that right hand. Oh, he's gone. He's got him. That right hand, and then followed by another right. Padraig's on the floor. He's not going to make the count, ladies and gentlemen. He's on 6, 7, 8. The towel comes in. What a performance. What a performance by Berlanga. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoarse. That was a great fight. Great fight. Oh my goodness. One moment, please. I don't think I could have gone on another 5 minutes. But what a fight. Padraig Mccrory, game as you can come. The Irish, they don't give up easily. But that man took a beating, and he took it well, and he stood up. But there's them knockdowns. Oh my God. There was two right hands there that were to die for. And beautiful boxing by both guys. And we got a round 6 stoppage. Legendary commentary. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Berlanga going over there, showing his appreciation now to Padraig Mccrory. Much respect between the two boxers. And Berlanga's certainly given him plenty of commendation there. My light's gone out. Got to put some money on the electrical card here. I'm on John. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming through. The fight is over. I'm not going to keep you for too long. I just want to thank you for coming through to Neutral's Watch Along. And a big rest up to my co-host. He was going to be here tonight, but he sends his apologies by telepathy and he sleeps. And no doubt you'll see the big man back, the boss man. Now, thank you for watching along, as I said, and joining me. Watch out for the next one. I'll be back, and watch out for my show, Neutral's Hard Talk Interview. iHub Boxing, big up iHub Boxing. Thank you to my producer Trey for a wonderful show, and D-Rock24 sponsors. Make sure take advantage of that code, that promo code, 40% off. iHub Boxing 24. See you soon. Thank you.
Another band, all the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. I start my card with a sweet one, please. Someone flicks me a back by the